You also have some books that are happening here, and iPad storybooks. But these aren't just any storybooks. This is where your wife's company or your wife's expertise starts to really play its part.
Exactly.
And you've taken it to a completely new level. So maybe you could show us some of that.
Absolutely. So these are the current offerings for Enable Publishing.
Right.
And you can learn more about these on KidsThinkAboutIt.com.
Okay.
That's the website for that. And really what we've got is a series of books that cover different topics of philosophy.
Okay.
And they're targeting kids who are aged 7 to 11.
Right.
Okay. And the way you reach kids who are 7 to 11, you either give them something colorful that moves,
right,
like Lego,
right,
or you give them something colorful that's easy to read and easy to follow, which is the approach that we've taken with the books.
Right.
So Amy's manuscript, the original, the words behind this, were all structured in an interview format. So we have a main character who's called Sophia, and she interviews various philosophers on various topics in these books. And so the writing style and the illustration style is very, very kid-friendly. The intention is that kids will sit with their parents or in the classroom together in groups or with their teacher, be able to read through this stuff themselves and understand kind of the big picture of what's trying to be taught.
Wow, so history doesn't have to be boring. That's what you're saying.
History, philosophy, the questions like, where do I come from? What existed before me? Those are really deeply challenging questions, both for parents and for teachers.
Sure.
But all kids think this way.
Right, right.
It's really exciting. I mean, we do, and Amy has done in the past, workshops with kids. And you ask them some of these questions, and what they come up with is absolutely astonishing.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it's something that I think you're better at thinking about these kinds of things when you're 7.
Right.
And it kind of gets beaten out of you to a certain extent later on. And, there's a real opportunity there to enrich kids' lives. We also have teachers' resources that teachers can buy. They can get a class set of the books. They get some lesson plans, just like we did with Lego, that tells them how to use this.
Right.
It's one thing to pick up 20 books and hand them to the kids, and then now what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So very guided questions, guided lesson plans, resources, what are called black line masters for teachers to reproduce very simply and use in the classroom. We talk about the serendipitous nature of the way Enable has grown and the team that we have. As we're developing web and mobile app resources for some of our customers, physician heal thyself, right? Why not apply it to your own products?
Right.
So what we have here, and I'll just scroll around a little bit, is we have an iPad app which you can purchase through iTunes.
Right.
Just look up Enable Education, Enable Training and Consulting, or you can link to it from our website, KidsThinkAboutIt.com, and you can buy these apps. I think they're $3.99 each, and it's an electronic version of the book. It's all the same content as the book, but it's completely narrated, so you can click and listen and have any information read to you. There's an interactive component to all of it. So you can click on a lot of things, see animations, hear a little bit more information.
Sure.
You can scroll around. All of the illustrations are there. Super easy to read. Really exciting for kids, and some of the animations are really fun.
Oh,
so I think in this case, Super Sophia flies in.
Right.
And it's just been a really great resource for us, a great product for us to have for our publishing company. In this case, it's very cartoony. You see this thing flying around. But if you're a large automotive manufacturer and you want to teach people how to assemble when you're doing a parts changeover and you're switching vehicles,
right?
They spend literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on training and resource development whenever they do a changeover. So for me to pitch to a large automotive manufacturer, well, the capabilities we demonstrate in creating this, being able to teach very complicated and deep subjects to 7-year-olds. Yeah, we can teach a 20 to 40-year-old how to assemble an engine.